All right, you're riding live with Bobby Allen. We're shitting and getting. Let me get some people on here. Have you heard the news? There's a great storm coming. Hello, Sue Ellen. Good to see you. And these are snack cakes. We're riding live with Bobby Allen. We're shitting and getting from somewhere on the east coast of Maine. Penny, good to see you. West Virginia is in the house. Have you heard the news about the great storm that's coming? Myra, good to see you. The president said today there's a great storm coming. Do you know what these I can't say hate speech anymore. I haven't been on because I got a hate speech spike on me last week. And so I just chilled out. The other night, I don't know how many of you all know what Patriot Soapbox is, but it's a YouTube channel. It's 24/7 news. 2 nights ago, from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning, they told the entire world about Area 51. They had the drawings, they had the plans, they had everything. And what Donald Trump said at his election was, and you better listen to this, people. What Donald Trump said at his election is he's going to disclose everything. Well, he's disclosing everything. My numbers are all fucked up. Hey, Jason Comax, good to see you. So you've got an earthquake that happens in the Cascadia fault line, which just happens to be a convenient area. We've got a hurricane rushing this way from the Atlantic Ocean. The only thing that can save these people is a massive natural disaster. A master natural. Hey, Tim. That's the only thing that saves them. Who gives a hoot about Comey? The one I want to see is Obama, and I want to see Hillary. Because Donald Trump knows Obama didn't have a legitimate birth certificate. Because we got the one from Hawaii. The lady was dead that made that birth certificate. 7 days later, she's the only one on a small plane that crashed. Checked out those facts. Folks, what I'm telling you is real information. It's not something I sat around here twiddling my ass with all day long. I've got to exercise my First Amendment right as an American citizen of the United States and exercise freedom of speech right here to say what I want, when I want, where I want, as long as I don't incite violence, hurt anyone, or practice for a coup. The president said again today, see, a lot of you don't know that. There was that big picture in the White House 2 years ago. He said a great storm is coming. He said that again today. A storm is coming. They know. And when I say they, I mean the good guys. Us good guys know they're manipulating the weather. They caused Fukushima. They caused Hurricane Katrina. They caused that one-ass hurricane, what was it, Ivan? It goes all the way across Florida and comes back. Come on, I can't drive that good. He said, there's a great storm coming, and there is. Like I just said when I opened the video, Patriot Soapbox had the whistleblower info 2 nights ago from 2 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the morning that told you everything about Area 51. Now, suppose I told you that the shooting in Las Vegas had everything to do with Area 51. Would you believe me? Those people go every morning to McLaren Airport, and they fly to Area 51. And now they got all the bullshit. Everybody's going to go storm Area 51. Don't storm Area 51. Storm your school board. That's who you storm. You storm the school board. They're the ones that are creating the false narrative. And that's just what I want to tell you, folks. I'm not going to be on here long. I don't have a whole lot to say. Go to Patriot Soapbox 24/7 alternative news channel and archive what I've just told you 2 nights ago. They had the drawings, they had the plans, they showed all the ships. You know, they got ships from Cape Tourneau in Missouri. They got the Roswell ships. They got the ships in Brazil. They got the spacecraft in Mexico. They got spacecraft from all over the world. Where do you think our stealth technology came from? It is now documented that Dwight D. Eisenhower in 1951 lied to his staff and took a plane to Holloman Air Force Base. And he met with what he thought was going to be the Greys. Well, it turned out to be, it wasn't just the Greys. It was the reptilian motherfuckers, the reptilian race that has been underground in our tunnels our entire lives. Our entire lives. This is so vitally important to our sanctity, to our freedom, to our wherewithal, to understand that we have been, as I've coined the phrase, mind fucked our entire lives. Mind fucked. Everything we were ever taught is a lie. Everything you're ever taught is a lie. How does it make you feel? It was all a lie. Folks, I took notes on the entire thing. All the ships. Now, they don't have anything else there now. You know why? Because everybody's got this big storm on Area 51 September 20th. Hey, you're a fool to storm Area 51 on September 20th. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not going to be there. I'll be right downtown here where the school board's going to meet on September the 9th, asking those people, what are you going to tell the children that happened on 9/11? See, that's a big pet peeve of mine. George Bush's cousin, the little Bush, not the big Bush, the little Bush, the little short Bush, it was his cousin, uncle, mother, brother, somebody who planted all the discharged bombs in the World Trade Center. And they used the blue beam technology for one thing, 9/11. Can you fathom that? That they used the blue beam technology to create an illusion at 9/11? And what they mean by a great storm is coming. JFK Jr. is alive. JFK Jr. is alive. And he swore to avenge his father's assassination. If you think Mike Pence is going to be vice president on the card in 2020, you are entirely wrong. You're so wrong. They're avenging the death of JFK. You know why? He was coming out of Vietnam. He was going to disclose the UFOs. He was going to tell it all to the world. And now President Trump, all of a sudden, we have Space Force. Folks, we have the alien technology that we stole when they crashed. You need to archive that on the Patriot Soapbox. Because what happened was they told everybody, but they were told they could, oh, I know these people. Come on now. I would love to have a slot on Patriot Soapbox, and I'm working hard for it. But I listen to the show. I'm doing some research. And this bullshit with Comey was nothing. You know why? They committed treason. Now, we're all very educated. We've been lied to our entire lives. But who was the last person tried, shot, killed for treason? Let me see it typed into the chat line here. Hello, Vicky and Robert. Hello, Wonder. Mark Anthony Reed, Down Under. Planet X, by the way, has come above the Picacle, whatever they call it. It's past the plane. Planet X is getting ready to shoot on out of here. So get ready for that, people. Because the con that they have portrayed on us, the con, it's been a con for 50 years. And it started with Nixon. He was Eisenhower's vice president. And then he had to team up with JFK. It was all, folks, we've been lied to. Been lied to. I don't think Harp Penny has anything to do with it right now. I think we're far more advanced than Harp. I think what the president told us today was a great, he only said it one time. One time. I worked for that man for 7 years, and I know what I know, what I know. And he said it one time. Again, there's a great storm coming. Now, what is that storm? Is it Hurricane Dorian, who, if you live in Florida, you expect a hurricane every year? You're smart enough to buy plywood for your windows? You're smart enough to prepare for the hurricane? A great storm is coming. Then today, wasn't it amazing? A 6.3, very shallow earthquake goes off in Washington State. I mean, Oregon, excuse me, Oregon. Oh, they cut my feed. Oh, all right, they're starting to play with me. You're riding live with Bobby Allen. And YouTube, there's no hate speech here. In fact, I love all of you people at YouTube because you give me a platform. Hello, Richard. Nero's Eye, good to see you. Rebecca, we've been lied to our entire lives. Do me a favor. Just go to Ancient Aliens and listen to their opening of the show. They say everything we were taught is a lie. It's a lie. Now I can sit on here all night long and talk about all the lies. How about Eisenhower meeting the aliens in 1951 at Holloman Air Force Base and cutting a deal? Give us technology, you can take a few children. JFK meets them, they get a little spelled out. Jimmy Carter meets them, Bill Clinton meets them, and they cut a deal. All of Area 51 is a separate base. Those planes that flew out of Las Vegas on the night of the 50-person killing shooting were red and white striped planes for Area 51. Don't you understand? Or that's not that. I don't want to talk down to anybody. It is fear, larceny, and greed that makes people respond. If you want somebody to respond to what you're saying, show them fear, not to have it, larceny, what a good deal it was, and greed. But you made a lot of money off of it. In 1951, the Nazis were so far ahead of us. That's how come all the Nazi scientists came over here from World War II. That was another bullshit deal. You fight a world war, Prescott Bush, George H.W. Bush's father, finances Hitler, and so does J. Paul Getty. In the meantime, they're taking your children and fucking them in the backside of the classroom. How much I was raped as a child at 12 years old, people. I have said this many times before. I was brutally raped by a math teacher. Brutally raped. Now, he died in prison. Do you know that 1 out of 13 people you know in your own personal life is a pedophile? Not my life, your life. I'm going to use Asma Sarahan here. Just popped up, got a green charge on it. Asma or Asma, 1 out of 13 people in your life is a pedophile. 1 out of 13 people is a fucking pedophile. It is okay. It is the norm. I was in California for a year trying to lock this motherfucking pedophile up who had connections to the Hilton, the Pritzkers. And if you all that follow me know what I was doing out there. Stephanie Joanne was with me. Archangel Michael was with me. And these people admitted like it was okay. It's part of life. Hey, if your daughter gets fucked at school by the 3rd grade teacher, that's okay. How many of you people believe that that's okay to get fucked by your 3rd grade teacher? I mean, I don't have any problem talking about it. You know why I don't have any problem talking about it? Because it's a reason for me to succeed. I could sit here and tell you I was a brutal product of an assault by a math teacher in the 6th grade. But what's that going to do for me? It does nothing for me. It gives me the platform to stand in front of you people, to be damn near dead, died twice in California, bag hanging off of my hip, to say when the president says there's going to be a great storm, it's the 2nd time he said it. His full mission is to destroy these people that have lied to us for our entire lives. Those of you that follow me saw me run that cowbell, ding, 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 all that bullshit. Come on. Come on. Pauline, thank you. Rebecca, thank you. All of you, thank you. I'm just trying to help you get through the hurdles that are sitting in front of you. And I don't know how many people out there have children going to school this year? High school or less. Do you have a child going to a school? Hello, Richard. High school or less. Because what you need to do is to be at your school and say, what are you going to tell the children happened on 9/11? If you don't believe it was an inside job, orchestrated, financed, pulled off by the dirtiest people in this world, Reptilian motherfuckers. They do have reptilian heads. They shape shift. Their eyes turn upside down. We're tracking one of our UFO followers right now because her eyes turn sideways and go upside down. They have been planning this for 250 years. Our country has been at war for 237 years out of 249 years. Did you vote for that? You want to let some foreign alien, somebody just comes running here, boatloads coming from Africa right now, rolling up on the shores. I just talked to somebody in Myrtle Beach, and you all know her. There are more illegals coming into port in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, than any other place on the Eastern Seaboard. She's on the phone right now. I can't do it. I got to decline it. That's Stephanie Joanne right now. I can't take it. You know, when you got this fucking presidential shit, just hang loose. Hey, Stephanie. Let's see if this works. Hey, do me a favor, people. Don't feel sorry for me being raped, okay? I've done all that, okay? I've processed all of that. Do me a favor and salute me for coming out and not hesitating to talk about it. I talk to people, I don't know, 1 or 2 times a week, and they tell me their story. And what I really can't stand is when they say, I don't remember anything. That's bullshit. If you're brutally raped, held hostage for 3 days, dropped off on the top of a parking garage with a cardboard box over top of you in a pouring down rain. In a pouring down rain. Is that a hostage? It's a hostage. I like this. I like the monarch butterflies.
Oh, thanks.
Folks, that's what we're dealing with. The lies that were perpetrated on us as American citizens, as school children, as college graduates. See, I'm in my late 50s, so I've been stroked for a long time. How many people out there are in their 30s, late 20s, late 20s? How about your 18-year-old in high school who's starting to find out because his friend's father was supposedly a conspiracy theorist? Well, let me tell you something, people. Conspiracy proven. Nothing we said was a theory. It turned out to be truth. Turned out to be truth. Donald Trump was the only man to challenge Obama. Do you realize that? How many of you people know that President Trump was the only one to challenge the validity of Barack Barry Soetoro Hussein's legitimate citizenship? You can tell those two girls aren't his. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, people. Hey, Rebecca, we're not going to hang anybody. They're not going to hang anybody. They're going to come back, this is my prediction, as the excuse that we don't believe in the death penalty. The director of the DOJ, Barr, has already said, he's already reinstated the death penalty. But I don't think Donald's going to do that. I don't believe, if he does, it should be a firing squad. How many of you people remembered Saddam Hussein being hung on CNN? How many of you people remember that? Show me your hands. How many of you people saw Gaddafi being struck down the street? All he wanted to do is give every couple, when they got married, $50,000. Yes, Rebecca. The Titanic was an inside job. Vietnam was an inside job. It's all been inside jobs. They've had a plan for 250 years that they tried to implement, that all of a sudden, some bravery, some honor, some fucking guts, and some money. If you think the Kennedy estate doesn't have some money, you're wrong. And if you think old Trumpsky don't have $1 or $2, you're wrong. And him and JFK Jr. were good friends. And I've posted the video here called The Plan, made by Joe M. And it shows how we are going to take our country back. But it's going to be, yes, you know what? I'm just looking right here. Rebecca says, you can't even go to a park anymore. No, you can't. You can't. You can't. You can't take your daughter into a dressing room at Abercrombie and buy her a skirt because someone might have a camera below her. This is how sick the pedophilia has become. And I guarantee you, the stats are off. The stats are off. There's no more stats. They're rapists, they're pedophiles, they're satanic individuals that want to take advantage of all of us. Work and buy your electricity and buy your pharma pills and pay your property taxes. Why should you pay a tax on something you own? If a city, excuse my language, if a town like I'm in right now wants to fund its water, sewer, and police, they can have fundraisers. They don't have to tax us where they steal the money. And let me tell you, the streets of San Francisco had shit all over them. All over them. And I'm just here to say, people, the president just said today, the storm is coming. What storm is it? What storm is it? They are manufacturing weather warfare. Do you understand that? Go to Demon Hunters. Go to Dutch Sense. Go to Mike Morales on YouTube and look at how the weather is manufactured for these storms. You owe that to your children. I don't see anybody here that says, yeah, I've got 3 children going to high school this year. If you can't stand up for you and your family, lay down and let me walk over top of you when the shit hits the fan. Because I made it perfectly clear to my crew, I take no dead weight. And this will be a fight to the finish. What I'd like for all of you to do right now, if you have the balls, the courage, and the guts to walk to your refrigerator in your kitchen and circle 9/11. And then go to the school board. You're going to probably see me locked up for raising hell about what are you. School starts here in Maine next week. If you think I'm not going to find out when the next school board meeting is so I can put on my little bow tie and do my deal, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You've been riding live with Bobby Allen. That's what I got to say, people. Think about your children. Think about your child being found on top of a parking garage in a pouring down rain. And at least I was a man. Now, that doesn't mean anything. Your little 13-year-old daughter's been gang banged on top of a parking garage and held hostage for 3 days. How are you going to feel when you have to go to the hospital and give her a hug? I had an angel in the hospital. I had an angel when I died in California. And I had an angel at 15 years old. I came off the side of a waterfall at a ski resort. Okay? I've had my 3 angels. Where they say cats got 9 lives? I'm no fucking cat. I'm no cat. Meow, meow. I don't know what else to say. Nobody's got any questions. Treason should be by hanging. That's why Rebecca, that's why they brought back the hanging. And then that jive-ass motherfucker from New Jersey, Cory Booker, he's in this Harris chick from California. Hang all these motherfuckers. It should be one massive hanging. You draw straws to see who gets dropped first. That's the way I would, Trump's always done a good job on TV, whether we get that far or not. But if you ask Bobby Allen to hang the people, I'm going to line them all up. Everybody's going to draw straws and see when you drop through the gallows. You're right live with Bobby Allen. I don't know what else to say. This country is still a hostage. The pedophiles run it. And if we don't start with this 5 and 6-year-olds, we're fucked. Your mind fucked again. We have to save the children. 800,000 children a year go missing in the United States of America. Can you believe that? Hello, Letty. Jeremiah, good to see you. You know that? 800,000. And see, people are going off the thread because they don't want to hear about the children because they probably have a child that's been molested. That's very hard to do as a parent. My mother paid dearly the entire rest of her life. You know what she told me? I'll be back. Bobby, I'll be back for you in an hour. She never came back. I hate those words. You're riding live with Bobby on Peace. All I can say. Keep your ear to the ground. You're out of the sky. Stay alert. Stay alive.